to Doom the Dark Ages. To be honest with you, this is almost the, I think, 20th plus time I've tried making this video, because it's hard to put my thoughts into words on this game, because I have about 3 thoughts, 3 words, or 5 maybe, that sum it up. My game of the year. If that's more, then correct me please, but that is exactly what I see this as. This is some of the most fun I have had in a game since playing Devil May Cry 5 and Ninja Gaiden 2. Doom the Dark Ages is, in the best way, a big, loud, and stupid adventure that just wants to take you along for the ride and wants you to get good at that ride so you can play it again and get better again. Now, with that being said, there's really one caveat I would say with this game, and that is I recommend it wholeheartedly, but I do not recommend it at the same time, as nearly the $80 price tag for this game and the $100 price tag I paid, because I blew my entire first paycheck on this, is not... I'm sorry, but I cannot confidently say that I think that's a good idea, as the only thing you really are getting is a campaign, which is absolutely badass, filled with some of the most fun I've had in so many years, and a great combat system with absolutely phenomenal graphics, levels, and designs to boot. But this shouldn't be 80 bucks, I'm afraid. And I think games should stay, and I personally do think it should have been at least 60, maybe 70 bucks though. I think that's just that. But other than that, I will wholeheartedly recommend this game. In any case, you can take it. For that case, I would say wait until you get maybe a Christmas sale. But other than that, absolutely, if you can, get your hands under. You know what? Hell, go do really old school style. Go ask a friend at work. If anybody's watching this, go ask a friend at work or an old friend from school during summer break. Can I borrow your copy of Doom the Dark Ages? Or go play it together. Go make a real classic night. Go make some real classic moments out of it, you know? Really, really old school stuff. Now I feel old. But other than that, what is there to say? This is the sequel to Doom Eternal, and in my opinion, it lives up to that. Doom Eternal as a game is such a hard act to follow, as it is such a I guess, crystallized experience, and it knew exactly what it wanted it to be. Not this, though, I just died. Doom Eternal and Doom 16, as I passionately call it, knew exactly what they wanted to be. Doom 16 wanted to be the reboot of the series, to show it in a new light. Doom Eternal wanted to take that reboot, push it to 11, say here, this is the most you're ever gonna have to do with this game. Use every combat mechanic, every fight, all the time, every time. And then the DLCs went and said, no, you're gonna do this even more. Doom the Dark Ages says, how about we dial that back, and then dial everything else up to 11. And this is beyond insane in my opinion. It deserves an immense amount of praise for being able to create 3 full games that manage to feel as artistically, graphically, and in terms of gameplay as distinct as the modern Doom games do. As 16, Eternal, and Dark Ages all feel genuinely like different games, yet all still sharing the same creative tissue. And that is probably actually what's my favorite thing about Doom the Dark Ages, the fact that it is able to confidently be in the same game run that those two came from, and yet doesn't even feel out of place. Its gameplay is completely different, its tone is different, its vibe is different, its weapons is different, its upgrade system is different, the designs are absolutely better, but it still completely feels like a part of it. And that is so, in my opinion, like I said, amazing, that I really think it deserves praise. Other than that though, this game I've been playing on my base PS5 and it has been running absolutely flawlessly. The id Tech 8 engine is an absolute stunner, and this keeps reminding me of something I just genuinely think the Doom games don't give enough credit for, which is their amazing art direction. The reboots, specifically Eternal and 2016, have some of the best looking levels and designs, moments, I don't know, character designs and everything. Artistically is what I'm trying to say. These games are just such masterpieces, especially Eternal and Dark Ages. 2016 is a great looking game, don't get me wrong, but I really think the art direction in Eternal and the Dark Ages is some of the best I've ever seen in gaming. I know I'd very confidently say that Dark Age is the best looking of the series on a purely art design level. Not graphically, as I mean that's kind of unfair to say, as they're both different variations of engines with even more powerful hardware going on. But beyond that, I think getting a bit more in depth into the gameplay, it really does play differently from Eternal, but somehow that speed is still distinctly there. It's a different kind of speed, and it takes some getting used to, as you won't be as crackingly fast and just nuking yourself everywhere, heat blasting everything, super shotgun ballistaing everything, but the capacity for just doing whatever you want in combat is still there, yet that same Doom rule of having to play by the game's rules is still there, and that is, once again, I think so impressive. Impressive is another really big thing I just can't help but say for this game. I am so impressed at how just veritable and how unique they've been able to make everything feel. They really have been able to make a game that feels like Doom, but not even remotely like Eternal 2016, and I love it. I genuinely do. Like I said, I would recommend this to anybody except the price tag. After the gameplay comes the story, and once again, like I said with my Borderlands video last time, or the lack thereof, as this is a Doom game, its narrative is not important and no one's ever gonna play Doom for the story. But the story is there, and it does have a slightly larger emphasis than Eternal and 2016, with more cutscenes and more, shall I say, character-ish moments for people to connect with. But yes, overall, short video, I just wanted to say I really recommend this game. And I think it is absolutely my game of the year. And it is just so much fun. And I just wanted to say, buy it if you can. And that's about that.